Okay, we are traveling to Nalgonda by chopper where KT Ramarao is going to do the first of several rallies on what for him is an action-packed day. And we're going to sort of raise all the big questions with him. KT Ramarao, 7 rallies you're doing in a day, virtually every day. Is that a sign in a way that you know this is a tough fight, that you need to travel to every piece of land of Telangana this time? Between you, your father, your sister, y'all are trying to crisscross the state. Tough fight ahead.
Well, you know what? Every election, we try and cover as much ground as possible because that's our job. You know, you have to ensure that whatever good work you've done or whatever your manifesto is, whatever you would like to do in the next 5 years, that has to be enunciated, that has to be spelled out to as many people as possible. So, in the last stretch before an election, last 1 week or 10 days to an election, every political party does that. That doesn't necessarily mean the election is tough or easy. It's our job, so we do it in the best possible way.
The reason I'm asking you this is you're fighting history. No chief minister in South India ever has won 3 elections in a row. So while you talk of a hat trick, it's never happened before.
Well, KCR ji has a history of scripting a lot of new things in this country. No chief minister in the South or no leader in the South has been able to create a new state, carve out a new state either. So for the first time in South India, a new state has been carved out since 1956. That was Telangana. And for the first time, KCR Garu will be scripting a new history as well by becoming a hat-trick chief minister.
You know, the sense is, though, that this time the challenge, particularly from the Congress, is a tough one. The Congress seems to have, or believes, particularly after Karnataka, it has the momentum. So I speak to congressmen and they say, we will do to TRS what we did to the BJP in Karnataka. How do you respond? Do you accept that the Congress is posing under Revanth Reddy a huge challenge?
Well, the thing is, see, the elections are never about individuals. So I would not, give any importance to any individual, especially one who's lost his own constituency in 2018. I don't think he matters that much. But the fact is, there's a saying in Hyderabad, Begana Shadi mein Abdullah Diwana. मतलब कर्नाटक में जीतने से यहाँ क्या फर्क पड़ेगा? कर्नाटक में आपने that's a different battleground, it's a different opponent. वहाँ पे थी बीजेपी, यहाँ पे है BRS. Two very different pitches, two very different kind of teams you're facing. It's like facing India in Wankhede versus Sri Lanka in Chinnaswamy Stadium. Two very different pitches, two very different teams. So to draw any kind of parallel is absurd. And secondly, we are a performing government. We have performed better than any other state in India in the last 9.5 years. Look at any indicator. We've done well. So there's no reason why Congress, which is a tried, tested and dusted commodity in Telangana, will be given another chance.
Let's come to specifics. When I speak to the opposition leaders, they cite 2 or 3 reasons why they believe that TRS or BRS should be on its way out. Number 1, they say this is KCR's and family versus Janta. That this is family Raj. There's KCR, there's his son, that's you, there's daughter Kavita, there's his nephew Harish Rao. All of you are running this government. People of Telangana have decided enough of family Raj.
Well, this is being said from a podium where Sonia Gandhi, Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi are campaigning together. So isn't it ironical, and I think isn't it a big joke? Because the same Congress party that has clearly said that Udaipur declaration will be honoured for its own party ticket allotment cannot keep up its promises, to its own people.
No, but it's not just the Congress. Even Modi ji talks about family Raj, says it's time to end family Raj. And just because the Congress has the dynasty, why should KCR and family run the show? Telangana was not for one family, it was for the people.
India was also not for one family. India was not also for Gandhi family, isn't it? They have been ruling the roost from 1952 until now. So again, I can say the same thing about Gandhi family, but it's not about one family versus another. See, 2 things. If Modi ji says it, it's even funnier, because when he has Jyotiraditya Scindia, when he has Piyush Goyal and a number of others who are also products of nepotism and dynasty in his own party and in his own cabinet, and most importantly, what is Amit Shah's son's qualification to be BCCI General Secretary? You played some cricket. I don't think he did. I don't think. No,
The,
no.
the question is, was Telangana set up 10 years ago to promote KCR and family's interests?
KCR's family didn't come in only after the formation of Telangana. We've been part and parcel of the agitation. We never ever in our wildest dreams assumed or believed that there would be a time when I would become a minister. But the fact is, I'm elected by the people 4 times in a row now. This is my 5th election. The people are electing me. Last election I won with 89,000 votes majority. So now the people are electing me in a democracy. What problems should the opposition have, especially those who lost their own battlegrounds in their own states?
The second charge is corruption. Every time you speak to the opposition, they say KCR's party has made huge amounts of money. It's money power on every project, especially irrigation projects, construction projects, land acquisition. Large amounts of money have been made. It's the richest party in the country, and according to Rahul Gandhi, the most corrupt.
Well, Rahul Gandhi has this uncanny habit of saying this about every opposition party he runs into. He goes to Bengal, he calls Mamta Didi the same names. He goes to Delhi, he calls Kejriwal almost in a similar, calls him out almost on a similar ground. Comes to Hyderabad, again says the same thing, repeats the same thing. If there is any substantive evidence of this purported alleged corruption, they should produce it in a court of law. They should go against us. They should ensure that the people actually understand that these are not baseless, silly, random charges. Rajdeep, the real issue is, there are no real issues for the opposition. There's no water crisis. There's no power crisis. There's no subsistence issues. There's not much of an issue with welfare. We've done very well on all indicators. Health, education, there is all-round development. As a result, when you run out of issues, you make fringe issues, you make non-issues into more, you make mountains out of molehills. That's what it is.
No, you say evidence. They point out to the Kaleshwaram project.
What about it?
They claim that large amounts of monies have been made. They are going to order, they say if they come to power, a high court ordered inquiry into these charges. It won't end here. They will produce the evidence which shows that they claim specific contractors were given large amounts of money and a cut was taken by your party in return.
High court is not under the authority of a government. Congress
when they come to power.
Even when they come to government.
They will have a retired Supreme Court judge if necessary.
Even when they come to government, even if they come to government, I don't think it's in their hands to dictate to High Court as to what judgment should be delivered. First. Secondly, let me also point out, Modi ji has been saying the same thing for the last 9.5 years. He's in power. He has all the institutions at his disposal. Let them prove something. Both Congress and BJP. Their common agenda is, both Rahul Gandhi's and Narendra Modi ji's, their common agenda is कि KCR को तेलंगाना में खत्म करो, यहीं पे आवाज बंद कराओ ताकि ये बाहर ना जाए, महाराष्ट्र ना जाए, दोनों के लिए फिर वहां पे एक चैलेंज ना पोस्ट करे, मुकाबला कहीं ना दे. तो अल्टीमेट एजेंडा इज यहीं पे खत्म करो, यहीं पे दफन करो ताकि बाहर ना आए, एक और उम्मीदवार उभर के बाहर ना आए.
I'll come to that in a moment. KCR's ambitions beyond Telangana, but when on corruption, they say a number of your MLAs who were on scooters are now having a fleet of cars. Look at their asset growth. There is some truth to it. You cannot deny that there is anti-incumbency against your MLAs because many of your MLAs are seen to have been corrupted by various government projects where the monies have gone to them.
Rajdeep, let me tell you this. The PCC president here was a wall painter 20 years ago. Today, he has purchased, and this is not me, his own colleague and a Congress MP has said this on record. He said PCC president has bought the post for 50 crore rupees. His own party members accuse him of selling tickets and they have gone to enforcement directorate to lodge a complaint. His own party is neck deep in corruption. National Herald is a classic example of what has been happening. Adarsh, Bofors, Commonwealth, I can go on. Point is, Rajdeep, Congress talking about corruption, BJP talking about corruption, irony has just died a billion deaths. They have any evidence, any iota of evidence, let them substantiate, let them take action. Who's stopping them?
Who is your main enemy in this election, Congress or BJP? You mentioned that both Congress and BJP want to finish the BRS. The Congress says that actually the BRS is working in tandem with Modi ji. You all will fight together in 2024 and you are essentially in some kind of a partnership with Narendra Modi.
Yeah, two things. One, we don't have any enemies as such. We have opponents. And I would say that both my opponents, Congress and BJP, are vying for the runner-up position. Good luck to both of them. I don't really have an opinion on who should be the runner-up. I'm presuming it would be the Congress because BJP has really lost its game. The second thing I'll tell you, We've fought 5 elections, Rajdeep, so far, this being the 5th one. 5 general elections. We've aligned with 2 parties in the past. 2004 it was an alliance with Congress. 2009 it was an alliance with the Communists and the TDP. The last 3 elections, including this one, we're fighting alone. Not even in a local body election did we ever align with BJP. If the one charge they have against us, which they keep showing and pointing to as evidence that we are in cahoots with BJP, they keep saying that my sister has not been arrested. Then let me ask you.
In the Delhi liquor scam?
Yes, that's what they claim. Now let me ask you. Neither did Rahul Gandhi nor did Sonia Gandhi get arrested in National Herald case. Is that evidence enough that, because they have not been arrested, they're also hand in glove and complicit?
No. The question is that Enforcement Directorate had questioned Kavita in March, April, and then the investigation went cold, even as Aam Aadmi Party leaders were arrested.
Rajdeep Sardesai, you should know better. So Kavita has gone to Supreme Court. Supreme Court has given a stay order until November 22nd. You should know better.
No. The truth of the matter
They
is...
not go cold. There is a stay. There is a Supreme Court stay, and that is why ED had to sober down. It was not by choice, but because Supreme Court ordered it.
The question then arises, you're telling me no question of any alliance in the future with the BJP, not in 2024. There is no question that you will do some kind of a tie-up with the BJP.
What makes you think we will? Because I just explained to you in last 5 general elections, we have never aligned with them. Secondly, let me also tell you, you should know a little bit more about Telangana. In 2 municipalities here, Maktal and Manikonda, Congress and BJP together have formed the local body. Congress and BJP together have won 3 parliament elections here, 3 parliament seats, Adilabad, Nizamabad and Karimnagar. Ask your people on the ground to get you a thorough report.
No, the sense I'm getting from you is that you all believe that the world is against you in this election. Everyone has ganged up.
The problem in Delhi is, Rajdeep, you all think that Congress is sacrosanct. They're not. They're hand in glove with BJP in Telangana. It's a marriage of convenience for them. Wherever they run into a stronger opposition, they'll align with दुश्मन का दुश्मन दोस्त type. So my promise to you is this: हमें कोई पागल कुत्ता ने नहीं काटा है कि हम एनडीए के साथ जाएंगे. ये वादा आपसे करते हैं.
The third charge they make is inaccessibility of the Chief Minister. The Chief Minister is a one-man show. He's rarely accessible to the people, doesn't meet them. Only at election time do you see KCR. Therefore, they are saying KCR has lost the connect that he once had with the people.
Well, they've been saying this for the last 23 years. Nothing new. It's all, same old. All I'm saying is, we'll prove all the naysayers wrong on the 3rd of December. We've heard this enough and more times. We'll prove all of the naysayers wrong. KCRG will score a hat-trick. In 24 again in parliament elections. We'll make a very impactful debut in Maharashtra as well. You and I will be there hopefully to talk about it as well.
Very interesting, you mentioned one of my home states, Maharashtra. You won a few Gram Panchayat seats, albeit not under the party symbol. But many believe that KCR has entered Maharashtra also to divide the opposition vote. You see, these are the charges made. What is the need to go to Maharashtra when you first need to consolidate yourself in Telangana?
What was the need for Rahul Gandhi to contest from Kerala? What was the need from Narendra Modi to contest from UP? I mean,
So you were a regional party till the other day. Suddenly you change your name from Telangana Rashtra Samiti to Bharat Rashtra Samiti. You seem to have these grandiose ambitions that KCR can become a national leader.
Why not? Why not? क्यों लगता है कि ये देश 2 लोगों का या 2 पार्टी का ठेका है? कोई ठेकेदार है क्या इस देश पे? दोनों पार्टी जिन्होंने पूरा दुनिया को, पूरा हिंदुस्तान को आज गुमराह करके 75 साल चला लिया. अगर कोई और मौका चाहता है, कोई और ये चाहता है कि मैं अपने राज्य से बाहर आके मैं जो किया हूँ तेलंगाना में बाहर रेप्लिकेट करूँ, तो क्या गलती है उसमें?
No. So are you saying that in 2024, if you win Telangana, you will form your own front? You will not be part of the India front, nor will you be part of the NDA. Am I correct?
Absolutely. We have maintained equidistant relationship with both BJP and Congress since 2014. The same will continue. There are 13 parties with neither of those 2 camps, neither with NDA nor with INDIA. My humble request to you and the viewers also is, this country, India, is not bipolar. ना तो ये राहुल का देश है, ना मोदी का देश है. ये देश हर किसी का है. इसलिए हम मानते हैं कि हम भी अगर 25-30 सीट जीत के आएंगे दिल्ली, तो क्या पता यही लोग घुटनों पे आके हमारे पास आए, किसको मालूम?
You keep mentioning Rahul Gandhi time and again. What's your problem? You seem to have some kind of a problem with Rahul Gandhi. The Gandhi family or the Congress also claims They are the ones who gave Telangana. You got Telangana when you were tying up with the UPA at the time, and they gave you Telangana. And here you are attacking the Gandhi family time and again. Why so much of anger against the Gandhi family?
Two things. One, if Lord Mountbatten comes alive today and says that हमने आजादी दे दिया हिंदुस्तान को, कैसा लगेगा राजदीप? गलत लगेगा ना? किस आजादी दी नहीं जाती है, छीनी जाती है. तेलंगाना किसी ने दी नहीं, हमने छीनी है. पहली बात. दूसरी बात, 55 साल मौका मिलने के बाद, after 55 years at the helm of affairs in New Delhi and in Hyderabad, what has the Congress delivered? Diddly squat. Obviously, the anger of people of this nation is against the white elephant called Congress. Being an Indian, I have at most and a visceral, I wouldn't call it hatred, but for lack of a better word, I'll say that visceral dislike for this grand old party, which has single-handedly destroyed this nation.
This grand old party which you had allied with at the center, yes, and which in a way gave, you say you snatched it away, but the fact is it was announced when the UPA was in power, you got Telangana.
It was a political compulsion. Jagan Mohan Reddy had created his own party in Andhra, and he has literally taken away the entire Congress party's leadership along with him. Congress was left with no choice but to deliver Telangana. We had believed that a political compulsion will be conferred on the national political system, and that's how Telangana will come about. That's exactly how we achieved it.
What's the main reason you think people will vote for you this time, a third time? Because as I said, anti-incumbency is not easy to beat. What is it? Is it welfare schemes? Is it cash handouts? Many people say all that you're doing now in this last stage through your various schemes, Raita Bandhu, Dalit Bandhu, Shadi Mubarak, you want to, in a sense, throw cash handouts at people, hoping that will ensure you re-election.
Have you seen the Congress manifesto?
They're competing with you. You're both competing with each other on cash handouts. How are you different?
I wish they were competing with me. They're not competing with me. They're probably looking to combine about 10 states' budget and probably, promising the moon and trying to snatch away, just like you said. Fact is, Rajdeep, we are the state with the highest per capita income in the country today. We are the state with the highest GSDP growth in the country today. We are the state which produces highest technology jobs in the country today. We are the state which is highest per capita power consumption in the country today. We are number one in paddy production. We are number one in forest cover growth. We have done truly well in holistic development. People will vote for forming governments. People will vote for progress. That's one single reason if I have to give. People will vote for progress, not Congress.
You're a finance man. You know your numbers. Your debt is huge. 350,000. You've got a huge deficit. Because of these various schemes that you've pumped money in.
I'm sorry you feel that way. The fact is, we're the first state in India to have completed a portable drinking water connection to each and every home. That inspired Modi ji to launch Har Ghar Jal. That's a different story. We've invested in productive sectors, Rajdeep. We've borrowed money. We've invested in productive sectors. We've invested in drinking water. We've invested in power infrastructure. Our power infra rose from 7,000 megawatt of installed capacity to 24,000 megawatts. Our irrigation sector today has done brilliantly, and that's why we are the leader in the country. With the granary of India now, we surpassed Punjab and Haryana, the traditional, rich farmer belts. So these are no mean achievements in the last 6.5 years. Because, you take away 2 years of COVID, literally what we were left with was 6.5 years. In 6.5 years, what Telangana has done is truly astounding, and you'll see that coming through.
So what's your narrative for this election? Last time you had said Congress and TDP are hand in glove. This entire, you had created Andhra versus Telangana. What's your big narrative for 2023?
Vote for progress, not Congress. The antonym of progress is Congress.
While Revant Reddy is while Rahul Gandhi is one of your opponents, your other big one is Revant Reddy. And when I spoke to Revant Reddy, he said that if the BRS loses, KTR will go back to the United States. He won't even stay in India. He will leave the country. How do you respond? What do you want to tell him?
Well, I wish him luck in winning his own constituency. He lost last time. He's going to be beaten badly this time as well.
You're not leaving Telangana. Win or lose, you're here to stay.
I tell you what, I don't dignify such a third-rate human being. He's a third-rate human being. He was caught with money in the bag openly, and he sells his tickets of his party to highest bidder. Such undignified, uncouth, third-rate criminals, I don't respond.
One final question. Are you the heir apparent? After KCR, who? Is it KTR? Even a couple of years ago, I heard you might be taking over. You run the government. Your father is the mascot. You run the government. How true is that?
No, absolutely not. In fact, I'm under no illusion. I'm wise enough to know better that there are many competent, there are many smart people who may not have a blood connection with our chief minister, but there are many smart people out there. Any of them could succeed him. It's not like there is heir apparent just because I'm.
Are you the heir apparent?
No, that's what I'm saying. There are many smart people in my party. Anybody can be a heir apparent. I'm under no illusion. I'm not delusional. To think that I'm a heir apparent just because I'm his son. My humble request. This state and what it has achieved under KCR is truly stupendous. And what I would love for you to see is go around and do some positive stories, because the national media in Delhi unfortunately doesn't give us much attention. You seem to obsess and focus more on unnecessary fringe elements.
Oh, come on. The one thing we give, you have large front advertisements and.
हाँ वो करना पड़ रहा है मजबूरी.
अच्छा मजबूरी में आपको
क्योंकि आप लोग
मार्केट
कवर नहीं करते हो, क्या करें?
आपको कवर नहीं
आप
करते.
ये भी नहीं कवर करेंगे.
अरे बिल्कुल कवर करेंगे. KT Ramarao, you are as always combative. We'll now see you on the stage.
More combative mode.
In an even more combative mode. KT Ramarao, in many ways, he may not admit it, but he is the man who does the nuts and bolts of the BRS's functioning. You organize very large road shows, well-oiled machine. How much does it cost to run the machine? All kinds of figures, from 10 crores to 50 crores per constituency. How much are you spending?
40 lakh rupees. We are well within the election commission limits.
How much?
We are well within the election commission limits.
You're not spending 10 to 50
We are
crores.
well within the election commission.
Come on.
We have a strong cadre of 60 lakh people. We have a strong cadre base of 60 lakh people.
So when I am told you're spending upwards of 50 crores per constituency,
We are spending as much as the Congress and the BJP. Whatever they're spending, they're spending.
okay. As you can see, the BRS surely knows how to put on a political road show. Is it enough though for the party to get that hat trick? That only the voter can tell.